Today I had a friend ask me about my greenhouse and my aquaponics, and I said I'd do a little video update for him, and because he said he liked the videos. So here we are at our temporary place until we find a property that we want. We got the chickens right here. Folks that owned this house before had a chicken coop in the back, so I just kind of screened it in and incorporated the 2 chicken coops for now. And I've got an electric fence around the outside edge. There's a lot of raccoons, fox, tons of coyotes, mountain lions, and deer, and rabbits, and gophers, and squirrels, and mice, and rats, and hawks. There's also some vultures that like to stay in this tree right here quite a bit. So we got to protect the chickens. And they got little lights. You can see that little light on the chicken coop there, flashes red. We got several of those around the coop to ward off predators. So far, have not seen any major predators around the chickens. See them everywhere else, but not around the chickens. So we're just staying up here in this little, we call it a cabin, but it's more like a shack. So all my aquaponics and stuff I brought out here. I've got these are mustard greens, basil, we got mint, some yellow cucumbers. There's arugula going to seed here. I like to dry the seed pods out and plant them. And the dill's good because I got cucumbers. These are peppers. Some of them are seeds from peppers we bought at the organic market, and some of them are other seeds. Got some red basil, needs to get transplanted. Regular basil. A few ornamentals. This is chives. Kale, man, that is a real good plant. More peppers. Got some squash here growing. Cucumbers. Potatoes. Potatoes in the sack. It's been so hot, I grouped everything up and put some screens on it. Let's see if I can get it out of the way here. But I haven't really checked this one in a while, but yeah, it looks like there's some baby cukes on there maybe. Yeah, there's one little baby cucumber right there. Here's another. A lot of tomatoes. This is just one plant. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tomatoes on this one little tomato plant. It's in a, I think they call it it's not a 5-gallon, it's much smaller. It's about I think they call it a 3-gallon. I mean 5-gallon bucket. That's a small 5-gallon bucket right there. You can see not a very big buckets. These were buckets that ice cream was in, so they're all food grade. This is an old tub I used just to grow mint. More potatoes. This one here. This is probably going to be acorn squash. This one, oh, it's already starting to set some little acorn squash right there. There was kale in here and leaf lettuce and stuff that's gone to seed. Like over here, I got some Swiss chard and some kale. The kale is spectacular. Here's more arugula going to seed. And then you can see these tomatoes. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tomatoes on this one little plant. And by the way, you want to get rid of these suckers right here because they I should cut it. I'm gonna get rid of those because it takes away the power for the tomatoes to get bigger, so you want to get rid of those. Here's another cucumber. Little cukes on there. Tiny little things right there. So my finger right there. They're all over. This little tomato's not doing too good. Here's another pepper. Here's another cucumber. This one's doing pretty good. Right. Get the leaf away. You see that little cucumber? They're just starting. Here's another tomato. This is probably beefsteak here because it's more bushy, and you can see the tomatoes are pretty big. 1, 2, 3 right there. There's 3 right here. 6 on this little plant. It's not even a foot tall. So we're getting a lot. Looking like a lot of potential production. Another cucumber here. Little cukes on. Now some of these are gherkins. There's a little cucumber right there for you. Some of them are gherkins for pickling, so that's why I have all this dill right here. Plus dill is great. Keeps the bugs away, actually. Wards off a lot of bugs. This is a little yellow squash. Some of them have fallen off, and I've harvested one good one so far. It's just starting to produce. Here's another tomato. This one, I think this might be a beefsteak too. It's got 4, 5, 6 on it, and the cucumber's kind of gone up in it because I had to put everything under the shade because we've had these 100-degree days. I got a lot of I mean, look at this one. It's just loaded. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 just on this one. Oh, there's a couple more over here. So there's probably 15 on this one tomato. This plant's about 2 feet tall. And you could see in the process of moving, I had about a month where all I was doing was really watering my plants. And some of these split off. And so I kind of didn't take as good a care of them as I wanted to. So they'll still make tomatoes, but it's better if you can get the suckers. This is garlic. It's drying out. I don't know if it's ready to be harvested or what. They're both like that. And then I got a bunch of strawberries here. They're producing a little bit. A couple strawberries there. Been so hot, you know. They haven't really been doing like I hope, but they're getting there. I think because they're making these shoots because of this heat. We've had a real heat wave the last 2.5 weeks, and it's just played havoc. Anyway, so you can see, you know, I've probably got, I don't know, it's probably 10 over there and 30. Thought I had like 100, but maybe I only have about 50, 60 containers of plants that was in my greenhouse. This is a green bean. They're just starting to flower, and beans are ready to set. They're not really beans yet, but they're just getting there. That's where we're at right now until we find a place to move into. And there's a little shade protection. Here's our view. This is our front yard here. Backyard, whatever you want to call it. There's mountains all around this place. Just walk out here, and the creek down there. It's pretty. Mountains out that way. Far as you can see. Pretty nice. This is all part of this property. It's 50 acres. Goes up there. And just really some trees and stuff in here. This side, and back there's the little house, and then there's a couple houses spotted up in here, but not much. That's it. Hope you enjoyed.